Well, if you're looking for a shrub for a shady or partially shady area, you might think about planting an oak leaf hydrangea. Now, I wanted to show it to you today because it looks absolutely gorgeous right now with its big white blossoms. Now, this particular cultivar is called Snowflake, and if you look at the flowers, you can see why it's named that. It has just a beautiful array of large white flowers on it that will bloom anywhere from mid-May to mid-June, and the blooms usually last 2 to 3 weeks on it, and it looks absolutely spectacular. Now, an oak leaf hydrangea likes a, again, shady spot. It also likes a moist and rich soil. So if you mulch around the base of it, it will actually like it very much because it does like that cool root system and a moist root system. Now, the oak leaf hydrangea will actually grow to be anywhere from 4 to 6 feet tall and about that big around. So you'll want to give it some room to spread out. Now you can prune it some right after it quits blooming to keep it in bounds a little bit and also to make it a little bit more compact and branch out a bit. But one thing to remember, you do want to prune it right after it finishes blooming because this will set its buds later in the season for next year. So if we were to prune this early in the spring, we wouldn't have this nice bloom right now. Now this plant actually is stoloniferous. It'll spread. It's basically a multi-stemmed shrub, so it'll very slowly spread out, and that's why you need that larger area around for it. Now, in addition to having a bloom in the springtime, it also has another great looking season, and that is in the fall. It has spectacular fall leaf color. These large green leaves that you see here will actually turn a nice bronzy to orange, sometimes reddish to purple color. It depends on the cultivar, but it has a very nice fall color, and the leaves actually last on it quite a long time. In addition to that, it has another season that it has a lot of interest, and that's in the winter. And if I look down in here, you can see what I'm talking about. Now right here, you can see how the bark exfoliates, and after the leaves fall off of this, you can see this peeling bark and the lenticels. It's kind of a nice smooth tan color. This looks very nice all winter long. Also, if you don't end up pruning the flowers off, those actually will say the seed heads will actually stay on there and look very nice and lacy all winter long. So if you're looking for a shrub, basically a larger shrub for that shady area, you might think about an oak leaf hydrangea.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.